going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. It is Monday. It is the 28th of August, and this video is pretty much just a bit of a review of the game over the weekend, where we actually did a win, which I was quite impressed at, and just a quick run through of what we know in terms of, I say what we know, the plates that are spinning in terms of transfers that could happen before the weekend. So I can't keep up. Anyways, in fairness, the first thing I wanted to say is thank you ever so much for the support on the last video that I did a couple of days ago. I am a tiny, minuscule channel, and to get over 100 views on a video when I've got a channel that is as tiny as mine is really appreciated. And even if you just watched 20 seconds of it, or if you watched the entire video, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. Anywho, right, let's get into the game. Ipswich. So I bet nobody was expecting that starting lineup. I saw that front four, and my response was, that is filthy and disgusting. And whilst I expected Nonto to be on the bench, I didn't expect him to be in the starting lineup. And that starting lineup of Pure, Rutter and Cini and Nonto was just, I looked at it and just thought, that's absolutely disgusting. It's what, £70 million worth of talent. Just that's stupid. That should put the fear of God up to absolutely anybody. And it was interesting to see Pure in that kind of number 10 role as opposed to being the out-and-out striker. But what I did notice was that him and Rutter did kind of alternate and switch on a couple of occasions. And, I mean, the game started off all right. They were starting to kind of get into us a little bit, sort of down the wings. And I will say this, that the ref and the linesmen were absolutely shocking. There's no other two ways about it. That mousy guy, whatever the fucking hell he's called, the number of forearm smashes he did into Ampadu was just on another level of ridiculousness. But, I mean, how he got away with that, I'll never know. And there were a couple of occasions where they were offside for me, but it is what it is. The first goal they scored was an own goal. Rodon was just... bad luck more than anything. Absolutely bad luck more than anything. And then I'm not sure what happened, but that's probably the most efficient 19 minutes of attacking football I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Now, glory to LUTV. They were sort of almost the comms were like 5 seconds ahead of what the actual video was, so you knew what was coming before it actually happened. So pleased for Rutter answering back as he did with his goal. It was absolutely stunning. When you actually watch it from behind the goal, he actually takes on and beats 5, I think, defenders. And there's this little bit where he sells the guy with his left foot, and he goes to put it across. Looks like he's going to put it across. And he just does this really clever drag with his left foot. And it just goes straight. And it takes literally all 3-4 defenders that are close to him. It just takes them all out of the equation. Brilliant, and brilliant finish as well. I was so pleased for him. And potentially having that guy there behind him that's running as a number 10 could do some help, that they can switch over and play it out a little bit. I don't know. And then just every time we went forward, we looked like we were going to score. And then the inevitable happened. And it had to be him. It had to be Nonto. And I know a few people complained about him shushing after he scored. That was at the Ipswich fans. That wasn't at the Leeds United fans. That was at the Ipswich fans when he actually scored. And just the overall build-up play for that goal was brilliant. Just Archie Gray, again, spreading a ball to the left to Sam Byram like he's prime Perlo is just, to feet, beautiful, just beautiful. We forget how young he is at times. And then the cutback from Byram, the ball in was, you just could not defend that, and you have to give Nonto credit. He put his body on the line to get his foot onto the ball, to get it into the back of the net. fantastic, we're all in dreamland. And then next time again, Sinny's on, down the left-hand side, cuts back in, takes a shot, keeper spills it, and of course, the new number 9/7 is there to put it into the back of the net to make it 3-1. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was sat there going, can somebody hold me? Because I have no idea what's just happened. This just unbelievably good. Fantastic. And then it looked like every time we were going to attack, we were going to score. I think at the end of the half, we'd had 5 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. The level of efficiency there is just dumb. It's ridiculous. And then we get to the drama, literally. Byram has to go off. He's got an adductor injury, which apparently is not going to take too long to heal. I hope that's the case because he's done well at left back so far. And I don't know. It was almost like he was hungover. That's the best way that I can describe it. And I don't want to dig him out because sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes people aren't as adaptable to be able to play left back when they're a right back. He just didn't look on it from the start. And the absolute Hollywood pass he made, which I think was going to Rodon, but ended up going to Meslier, he didn't even look before he passed it. Consequently, their guy then managed to do what they did, and they scored in like the death knells of the first half. I do have to say that it was 5 and a bit or 6 minutes, I think, additional time, and they managed to score that in the 7th minute of addition. There was something really weird with the extra time. It was really hard to kind of put your finger onto it as to how it went. So then the half time comes, and bravely, drama's then brought off, and Baby Shaq. Congratulations to Baby Shaq, by the way. He was actually having a Baby Shaq. I think he announced it, or his partner announced it on Instagram. Came on to cover in, and yeah, just looked assured. Shackleton seems to be the Shackleton that I remember like 3-4 seasons ago for some reason. I don't know why. He just seems to have the bit between his teeth a little bit more. So on that, it was quite a decent outing for him for the second half. We had to weather the storm quite a lot in the second half in terms of how we were playing and how it was going and what was going on. And then just, Sinny. You absolute little glorious human being. Obviously, it had to be Sinny that scored as well. So Sinny gets the ball running down the left, cuts back inside. Brandon Williams, who we were looking at potentially as an opportunity for a right back, sent him for the silkiest, the steamiest of hot dogs. 100% meat. No knuckle in this bad boy. Just absolutely sent him. Oh, it just sent him to the shops with no directions to get back. It was just, it was glorious. And then the finish, just the way the finish on that as well was just beautiful to make it 4-2. And everybody's nice and calm and everything's running well. And we're all sat there going, it's really weird this. We're actually playing really well. We're getting the just desserts. We can see everything that's supposed to be going on is running quite well. And then again, in like the death knells of extra time, they score a goal. And then I think Phil Hay had tweeted something saying that if they had scored another goal and equalised, he would have resigned out of protest. I think we all will have done. But that's exactly how you want it to be. I mean, that's the type of response that you want from Nonto, although that he's going to have to do it at home. He's going to have to do it at Ellen Road and see what response he gets. Sinny, I don't think is going to be in for as much trouble as what Nonto was. And I just want to give a special mention for Rutter as well. Not once has he asked for a move, as far as we know. Not once has he been disruptive because he's not been taken out of the team. He has just got his head down and got on with it. And he got his rewards. The goal that he scored was absolutely delicious. There's no other word for it whatsoever at all. Absolutely delicious goal. Were we brilliant for the entire game? No. But do you know what? It was fun. It was interesting. It was good to watch. It wasn't within the first 20 minutes we thought, well, that's it. We're out of this game now completely. So yeah, it was enjoyable in that sense, and I'm glad to get the first points on the board. I think Farke was just very, very happy with how the game actually went. He deserves a medal as well for his managerial masterclass that he's done over the week running up to that game. It's been absolutely brilliant. There's no other word for it. There's nothing else you can say. He's handled the situation fantastically well. So nothing else to say about that. Right. That's my little review of the game. I've waffled on for about 10 minutes with that one there, so apologies for that. Now, just in terms of, we're in the final death knells of the transfer window, thank God. That's the thing. I hope Cine, and I hope Nonto and Rutter, because there's rumblings about Rutter apparently. Some people, there's a team in France that were allegedly looking at him, are all still here at the end of the transfer window, because that front four is just, with Somerville in the mix in that as well. Obviously, we've got Pure now as well, so it all looks really, really good. And then we move to the on again, off again, on again, off again saga of Amiri, who had turned it down. Now, allegedly, we got told, or we thought it was because his wife was pregnant and she was maybe potentially going to be having a look around to see what was out there and whether or not there was, I don't know, like just a decent place to live and a nice upbringing. Just take her through to Harrogate, it'll be a done deal. Nice and simple. But it turns out he was also concerned, again, allegedly, about the poor start that we'd had to the season. But after watching the Ipswich game and seeing how, and I nearly did a Bielsa then, after watching the Ipswich game and seeing how that actually went, apparently he is interested again. So who knows? There's a lot still to happen with that one, I think. I don't know. I just have a sneaking suspicion it's going to happen. Kamara, apparently, according to Fabrizio, everything's sorted. They're just awaiting the medical and for everything to go across and get everything sorted out. At the time of recording this video 2 hours ago, Sky was saying that Jed Spence from Tottenham, talks are ongoing between Leeds and Tottenham about a loan move, I believe, so that should cover the right-back section. Out of left field completely, Batista Mendy, apparently, could be on his way. And Leicester's left-back, Luke Thomas, is another one that we are apparently looking at. Paintsil, God knows what's going on with that one, if it's still going to go ahead or not. So I make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 players that are on the radar and in terms of plates being spun and what's happening and all of that kind of stuff. So we're just going to have to see how this week goes. It'd be nice to get 3 of those. I'd like to see Amiri, I'd like to see Kamara, and I'd like to see, in fact, 4. Well, Spence and Thomas at the left back would be nice to see as well. But if they all come off, who knows? We're just not going to know. Right, that's going to do it for this one. I've held off making the video throughout the day because you never know what's going to happen in terms of how things are going to run. But that should do it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to the channel, subscribe if you enjoy it. If you want new notifications, turn them on and get notified when I upload a video. Share it far and wide. And yeah, thank you for the support. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Much love.